Alright. Hey everybody, it's Stefan the Overall Gamer along with Scott, Devin, Kane. I've got a new light and I actually have a shine. Where I just shaved my head. Look how shiny it is. Anyways, welcome to the Retro Indie Pixels podcast. Ooh! We got some little small amounts of news this week.
Yeah, it was one of those weeks, but welcome back everybody to the Retro podcast with you weekly gaming news and my guilty pleasure of looking at Stefan's amazingly shiny head.
It's right how shiny it is. Also, unofficially sponsored by Jones's Soda. Ooh, this week I'm drinking an orange and cream soda. Oh, that was really so tasty.
Unofficially, man, Jones, we're looking at you, man. Balls in your court. We're just saying.
Oh, that was really good. Love it.
Yeah. Orange is always good, man. I mean,
orange and cream soda. It's a good mix.
Yeah, right? Oh, wait, it's orange and cream?
Yeah. It's orange and cream soda.
I don't think I've ever had.
They have a bunch of flavors, dude, that they don't want to share with us either. I'm all like on Instagram the other day, I'm looking around, I'm all like, okay, Foo Berry. I haven't had that one yet, but I want to try whatever. Then I'm all like, oh, look at this guy on a skateboard. And they're all like, oh, black cherry cola. I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean black cherry cola? I want a black cherry cola.
What do you mean?
Foo Berry. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I've seen it several times on Instagram. I'm like, I want to try that. And then they come out and tell me that there's a black cherry, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
And a lemon lime, too. Okay, anyways, going off topic a little bit.
All we need is just a little free cream soda. You know what, man? That's all we want. We just want to advertise. You know? Advertise. Say that we got something official. We don't want to say unofficial. We want to officially support you guys because your show is real good.
It really is, though.
Of course it's good. But anyway, how was your gaming week, Stefan?
Bland.
Yeah, it was a little... This week was a little strange where it just didn't really feel like... I played just like... When it came to gaming, I played like a few, just things here and there, but mostly my week was like playing Dead by Daylight because we got some new stuff coming up, which I'm going to talk about, and it's actually pretty exciting who the new stuff or the new stuff's based about. So we will get to that later in the podcast. But first things first, we're going to go into my section of the podcast, which is SDK's news, and as always, brought to you by VG247 and Disruptor.com.
First things first, let's make sure we go and grab exactly what we need, which is this one.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this week for the big game reveal from Epic Game Store, it is Borderlands The Handsome Collection.
Yeah, I was quite surprised with that.
Borderlands The Handsome Collection is now available as a free download through the Epic Game Store. Quick bit of news for you, the Epic Game Store's latest free title is... I just said that. The collection, which includes Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the Pre-Sequel, will be free on the store until June 4th. Epic lists the next game as a mystery, but thanks to the leak, we expect it to be Ark Survival Evolved. Last week's free game was Civilization 6, which was preceded by GTA 5. So now that all of you guys are playing Ark, they're going to give it away for free.
Apparently. I stopped playing, so I'm fine with that. Whatever, man.
I mean, Borderlands The Handsome Collection is actually... It's actually a $60 game pickup.
$80 for here, yeah.
Yeah, so for you guys who haven't been able to play like either Borderlands 2 or the pre-sequel go pick that stuff up. Borderlands 2, pretty good game, And Borderlands the pre-sequel, it sounds like it's like, we're just going back and doing shit. It's actually a really good game on its own too, so I would suggest that, it's $60 worth of games, and it's free right now, and it's Borderlands. So, oh no, all my friends have Borderlands for free now.
Oh no, Scott's all disappointed.
Borderlands? Oh no, guys, I'm gonna have to play some more Borderlands. Oh no. What am I gonna do with myself? Except play more Borderlands.
I'm fine. I'll play some Borderlands with you, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
I played a little bit of Borderlands on PS3, I think it was. And for the little bit that I got to play, I actually enjoyed it. I know it's mostly FPS, but I mean, that's fine. I mean, so is Fallout, and, you know, that game is fun.
It's basically essentially kind of like a Fallout-y sort of game.
Yeah.
It's definitely FPS RPG. It's like, that is 100%. It is about the numbers when it comes to, like, it's like just like any other RPG you're going to play, it's all about the numbers. How do I get my numbers bigger? How is my health bigger? How's my shields bigger? You know, all that sort of stuff. How do I get more experience? That's what Borderlands is all about. But it's fun as shit.
No low-level runs from SDK, apparently.
No.
That's just big numbers.
No.
Mathematician.
But if you want a game that's literally going to make you laugh from the beginning of the game all the way to the end of the game, the writing in Borderlands, I will say, without a shadow of a doubt, has some of the best writing in all of gaming. They are amazingly smart. They are amazingly funny. There's like memes and like just all throughout the game, and you're going to be like, really? This? Oh god. But the way that they do it is just like, it's so good. Like the way that they do like reference dropping in Borderlands 2 might be a little outdated at this point, because, you know, it's not old, but it's relatively. But, you know, you will still enjoy the game from point A to point B, trust me. So go pick it up. It's Borderlands. You don't have to twist my arm to play, trust me.
To chimpanzee.
Yeah. So, moving on. The more I read about the Xbox Series X, the more I'm really interested in picking one up. So the Xbox Series X Resume feature works with backwards compatible game titles as well as new ones. Thousands of games are already playable on Xbox Series X, and this includes backwards compatible titles which will also take advantage of the quick resume feature, and they will also look better and run better on the console. Xbox Series X will feature thousands of titles, and many will be backwards compatible games, all of which will take advantage of the quick resume feature.
Hold on, I gotta stop you. That's the second story now from VG247 where they basically said the same thing twice in a row.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah. So not only will you be able to pick where you left off on new titles using the feature, but quick resume can also be enabled for that's 3 times now. I'm just reading it.
Oh, I know. That's what they did with Borderlands. It was literally, the title was the same thing, and then the next 2 paragraphs after that, were the exact same thing as the title. It's just so strange. They're really, like, fishing for some,
listen, when you gotta make your 1,500 word limit, sometimes you gotta just, like, rehash everything. You know?
That's true, I suppose.
Anyway. According to Microsoft, backwards compatible games will also run natively on Xbox Series X, and with the full power of the CPU, GPU, and SSD. There's no boost mode or downclocking for each and every backwards compatible game. Backwards compatible titles will also look and run better on the console. All titles will run as they were designed for, and many times even higher performance than the original release platform. The results in higher and more steady frame rate and rendering. Backwards compatible titles will also see reductions in in-game load times thanks to the custom SSD. In order to accomplish this, the backwards compatible team developed new platform-level capabilities to automatically add HDR support to games. This will ensure zero impact on the game performance of Xbox 360 and original Xbox titles. The compatibility team also applied new techniques to enable more titles to run at higher resolutions, and are working on techniques to double the frame rate of a select set of titles from 30 to 60 FPS, or 60 to 120 FPS. Backwards compatibility is also a feature of PS5, and Sony previously said it believes the overwhelming majority of over 4,000 PS4 titles will be playable on PS5. The team at Sony also expects backwards compatible titles to run at a boosted frequency, and the game will feature higher or more stable frame rates and potentially higher resolutions. Xbox Series X and PS5 are both slated to launch this holiday. So I'm kind of excited for this, and never before have we been like introduced to like a new gen of consoles where they have been like, listen, we're super stoked about getting the backwards compatibility for all this thing. Like when we knew with like PS3 was just like, maybe, and then PS4 was like, but now we got PS5 and especially the Xbox Series X, where they're like, a lot of these titles are going to be backwards compatible and just look better. The same thing for the PS5. For like a lot of these, they're saying PS4. They're not specifically saying whether or not PS3 through PSX games are going to be backwards compatible. But Xbox is like, listen, Xbox Series X, 360, and original Xbox games are going to be backwards compatible for this. And I hope that Sony takes note of that and is like, okay, listen. Not only do we have to make this vast library of PS4 games available for backwards compatible, we need to make the vast majority of PS3 and older games also backwards compatible as well. Because
I see why not. See, the thing is about scaling and stuff. Like if they have to scale a PS1 game to a 1080p or higher, that's going to be some harsh things to do on the system. But the other thing is that don't be fooled by what they say by, the graphics will be better. It's not that the graphics will be better, it's just that the system can take like, when you're running something high on an Xbox One, and it's at the very high limit of what the system can do, it's going to look better on the new series, because the new series has stronger hardware that can handle that. So it's not at the very top of it, it's at the medium edge now. So it's like, okay, wait, we're trying to do this. Alright, well, we can provide this extra power now, so it's going to look better, because the system doesn't have to be like, okay, you're really straining me to make this look good. Now it's just saying, okay, we have the wiggle room now to be able to, put power here or there, and it will look better because of that. That's why your frame rate's going to go up. It's not that all of a sudden the game got a fucking update. I mean, they'd have to update thousands of games.
Oh, absolutely.
So, like, don't be fooled by that. But,
I mean, but it's just like, just to the naked eye, like a 30 FPS game and a 60 FPS game look like they perform differently. Just because of, when a game looks like it's going at 30 FPS. When a game's going at 120 FPS. It's just graphically looks better, like my PS1 version of Diablo, it's still going to be the low-res graphics, but at 60 FPS it's going to just move smoother. It's going to look like the PC version. Not that the game is graphically enhanced or anything, it's just the fact that you're going to be able to see the game faster. It's just that plain and simple. But might that not be like that big deal? It's just something nice to look at, something better to look at, So while like what Stefan said, that these games are not seeing actual improvements in what they looked like before, things are just going to look smoother. But at the same time, at least your Xbox Series X is going to be able to play that huge library of Xbox 360 game you have sitting on your shelf now. Because it's like, if I get the new Xbox Series X, what's going to happen to all these games? What am I going to do with all that stuff? Now you don't have to think about, like, going and trying to eBay all your Xbox 360 games that you have no use for. Now your entire Xbox library is viable. Well, maybe not your entire Xbox library, but, a select, their select version of the game, I'm not expecting, like, third-party games that came from, a developmental team that had 3 people on it. Like, you're not going to have Snow White and the 7 Clever Boys being able to play on your Xbox your PS5. That's not happening, folks. That's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? But I would assume that the more popular titles are definitely going to be able to be played on that. So you have a certain portion of your entire library from your older games could very well see some new life again, which would be cool. So, earlier before, I told you guys that I'm playing a lot of Dead by Daylight recently, and we got an update. And we have a new killer and a new survivor, which is Pyramid Head and Cheryl Mason from the Silent Hill. I did this yesterday too, where I'm just like Pyramid Head from game. What the hell's the name of the game? Silent Hill. Dead by Daylight has added yet more characters from another iconic horror series. Dead by Daylight, the asymmetrical 1v4 multiplayer horror game, has lined up yet another crossover. This time, Dead by Daylight is getting Silent Hill content. Coming this June to PC and consoles, the Silent Hill add-on brings the new Midwich Elementary School map. The monster, as you might have already guessed, is none other than Pyramid Head, the Executioner. You'll also find a new survivor in the form of Cheryl Mason, which is the Heather Mason from Silent Hill 3, by the way. Judging by the previous release, this DLC will likely be paid. Dead by Daylight has so far added monsters and survivors inspired by Evil Dead, Scream, Halloween, Saw, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Stranger Things more recently. Okay. Cheryl. Okay, so Cheryl as a survivor, she's not bad. Some of her perks, like her third perk, has a capability of locking down generators, which has potential for BM. But it also has some really good survival potential for those players who are actually playing with it properly. She also has a perk which gives you Undying, like, unlimited. Which is stupid. Stefan's dancing over there. So, that's just Cheryl. Alright? Pyramid Head is fucking awesome. He looks so good, and the way he plays is it's very, very unique. He has an ability that allows him to take the giant cleaver, or not the giant cleaver, the giant cleaver, yeah, whatever, and drag it across the ground, and if survivors walk through it, they get what's called Torment, which is kind of like the same thing as the Insanity from the Doctor. If you are downed while he has the Torment on you, he puts you in a special cage, and he doesn't have to hook you. And you cannot get out of this cage. You have to do continuous, relatively easy skill checks, but you still are ticking down that little bit of health that you have. So, once a survivor frees you from that cage, you both lose Torment. So, and he's got a personal Mori. If you are with Torment and you are in the second phase of sacrifice, he can Mori you for free. He's pretty cool.
Tell us how you really feel.
Oh my god. First of all, like, Silent Hill and Dead by Daylight.
Oh man, it's so good.
The chase music that you get with Pyramid Head is just so fucking awesome. Cheryl gets to be the new, like, oh hey, I'm the hottie character of the Dead by Daylight now. Sorry, Kate, it's not you anymore. But yeah, if you guys are interested in Dead by Daylight and haven't seen any of the new stuff from Pyramid Head and Cheryl, go on YouTube and check it out. Like, a lot of the big name DBD players are playing it right now, and he looks really good. He looks really good. Oh yeah, secondary attack is range that can go through walls. So, you know that. Anyway,
Jesus.
Yeah. So, little sad news for everybody. BlizzCon 2020 has unfortunately been canceled, but an online event is in the works for early next year. This year's BlizzCon will, unsurprisingly, not take place. Blizzard, which said last month that it was too early to tell whether BlizzCon 2020 will be held, has now officially canceled this year's show. During this time, we have many discussions about what holding a convention could look like in light of all the health and safety considerations we'd want to make, BlizzCon executive producer Sherilyn Smith wrote. We've also talked about different paths we could take and how each one could be complicated by fluctuations in national and local health guidelines in the months ahead. Excuse me. Ultimately, after considering our options, we come to the very difficult decision to not have BlizzCon this year. It's not all bad news, however, because Blizzard is currently exploring the possibility of an online event, but that will likely take place sometime early next year. Blizzard is also trying to figure out how to support the competitive community now that BlizzCon's various tournaments will not take place. More details about Blizzard plans for the esports scene will be revealed in the future. Last year's BlizzCon was one of the biggest, hosting reveals for Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2. We do hope we'll be seeing more of these games this year in some way. I mean, this is not really all that big a surprise. I mean, yeah, it sucks. There's another thing down the shitter, but, it just, what are you gonna do? Not that I was ever able to get to BlizzCon because I'm on the wrong side of the country for that. But, at least we'll have some sort of, online event that we can at least watch at this point. So, at least we got that going for us, which is nice. So, to be completely honest with you, the only reason I would have ever gone to it anyway is, because Diablo 4, Overwatch 2, yeah, if it happens, it happens. Whatever. World of Warcraft stuff, okay, I'm over World of Warcraft at this point. StarCraft, maybe. But Diablo, I mean, come on, Diablo 4. That's what's coming this year. Whatever. Anyway, so moving on. So I wanted to talk about this, and I wanted to discuss this not only with you, Stefan, but I want to discuss this with the chat. And so YouTuber Skyrim Grandma, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, but she is, she's 82 years old, and she streams Skyrim. Okay. Beloved video game streamer Shirley Skyrim Grandma Curry is pulling back from the public eye after receiving a small number of negative and patronizing comments that have affected her health. In a video posted earlier this month via PC Games N, 82-year-old Curry describes her frustrations over comments that she has received criticizing her gaming ability and knowledge of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, a title she is passionate about and has been streaming for years. My health isn't very good. My blood pressure is going insane, says Curry at the start of her vlog. My stress level is way too high, and I'm going to have to take control of it. Some of the comments are stressing me out way too much. Of the comments she refers to, some complain about her focus on role-playing in the game, rather than finishing quests and min-maxing stats. Others patronize her, with comments posting reminders about basics of how to play the game. I played Skyrim for years, she's explained, and I know about the HUD, I know about the different mechanics, how to play the game, and I don't have to be reminded all of the time. Now, in an effort to care for her health, Curry has taken a 2-week break from YouTube and has begun a new streaming schedule which is less intensive than her previous daily uploads. She's also scaling back her responses to comments under her videos and will actively delete negative comments. Any comments I see like that are going to be deleted. I don't have to be told what games to play and describe to me what games are like. I look at all the games. I'm a gamer, and if I want to play them, I would be playing them. And when I told somebody no, that's a simple answer, easily understood. You don't need to come back with why, because I don't have to explain myself. And when I do, nobody seems to get it anyway. I'm not enjoying recording anymore at all. It's no longer fun. I feel like I'm under a microscope all the time. I have much more fun, and I play much better when I'm just playing by myself. It puts a lot of pressure on me and any gamer who people are watching them play, especially when they nitpick everything. I'm trying to get my health back under control, she says. I'm not trying to be cranky. Last year, Bethesda revealed it would be immortalizing Curry as an NPC in its upcoming Elder Scrolls VI, following the petition to immortalize Shirley Curry as an NPC, unique weapon, or location in Elder Scrolls VI. That was started up after Curry left a heart-wrenching comment on a YouTube video discussing the Elder Scrolls VI release date. Alright. First of all, Grandma Skyrim, I want to say to you, I fucking hate people. You are 82 years old, streaming Skyrim. Fucking good on you. Like, you know what my wife's over there doing, and has been doing for the last week? Playing Skyrim. Because the game's still fun to play.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you people that you have to sit and nitpick a fucking 82-year-old woman?
Scott, it's fucking YouTube. Why did we all leave YouTube? Because it was a fucking toxic shithole. That's why. Like, don't get me wrong. I like the people who come there to watch our stuff, and people who still come and watch my, videos that I put up sporadically. Which, thank you, by the way. But I still I found out yesterday as I was going to after I upload a video, it says you want to share to this, and I do it, and then it says, all right, well, here's the list of the videos. Here's the one you just, and then it'll show if there's a copyright or something like that. And I noticed that in the past week or so, someone has went through the trouble of hitting dislike on 10 of my videos again, and I'm like, why? You literally went through the time to dislike my videos. It's like, alright, you realize I'm on Twitch, right? You realize that that's basically a repository for me, and that's a way for me to still give content to people who still wish to watch me on YouTube. And I'm fine with that. And I like that. But I've gotten over YouTube and its fucking toxic fucking community a long time ago. Because people are still doing that to me. And I'm nobody.
Yep.
I am literally no one on YouTube, alright? I'll be the first one to say it. And I still have people trying to troll me. It's hilarious.
And the thing that, I get it. When you have some sort of 12-year-old on YouTube who's screaming his head off at Fortnite, whatever. That's the kind of kid that you deserves to get trolled, If you're going to make an ass out of yourself, going on to Fortnite and screaming all your favorite YouTube stars and on your fucking Twitch and Mixer and all that sort of shit, you know what? You're going to get trolled because you're 12 years old and you're making
We need to get a petition for her.
This is a fucking 82-year-old woman who is enjoying a game. And you guys are going to criticize her because of the way that she plays it? Get the fuck over yourselves. I mean,
we need to get her over on the Twitch. I was about to say we need to get a petition to get her on the Twitch over YouTube. And she'll find out, oh, wow, people over here are nice. I can have people who are going to look after my channel, people who watch me regularly, who are always there for me, who always have good things to say, who are always there for my streams, and that she can do the same exact thing on Twitch. But guess what? As far as I'm concerned, from what I've seen so far, Twitch is not as toxic as YouTube ever was. I've felt pretty good on Twitch the entire time that I've been streaming, and that's why I still stream on Twitch. I can go back to YouTube, but nah. Why? I mean, because shit like this? Nah.
Yeah. I mean, you're always going to have people being toxic no matter where you go. That's just the nature of people on the internet. No matter what we do, no matter how much we try to fight it, there's always going to be garbage somewhere. I mean, you had that guy, or whoever it was, that dropped that level on me on my Mario Maker stream the other day. I literally wasted 45 minutes of my fucking life on a level I couldn't beat. A level that was impossible to beat. For what reason, other than wasting my fucking time? You know what? It's whatever. But at the same time, I have a lot of people who come through on those Mario Maker stream who drop cool levels on me.
Yep.
That I absolutely fucking enjoy. Do you think I would ever get that kind of interaction on YouTube? Fuck no. Hell no. I like the active interaction.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem with YouTube is that unless you have somebody else dictating your stuff, which 99% of the time for anybody using YouTube, the very small population of the people who have other people working for them on YouTube that can get rid of that sort of stuff, good for you. But for YouTube, you're trolling most of that stuff yourself. You're the one who getting the email notifications when people are commenting on your videos, and you have to scroll through that and you have to see what kind of negativity that those people are putting out there. And I get it. Negativity is gonna happen on all of these kind of platforms, but come on, folks. She's 82 years fucking old playing a game. Leave her the fuck alone. Like, are you really
if you even look at that Twitter thing they have from Fiji 24/7, they even have her responding saying, like, "Can you remove this?"
Yeah. Well, the original article was talking about like an onslaught of negative comments,
Yeah.
and the tweet was like, there wasn't really an onslaught. There were a couple people that upset me, and I don't know who you are or where you get your ideas from, but there were no onslaught of patronizing comments. But yes, I am scaling back my videos due to health. Most people on my channel are very nice. I do wish you would delete this so it would go away. So, VG247 did update the publishing of the article, removing the onslaught portion of it to more accurately let people know who are reading it, what's going on. But when you're, I mean, somebody who's doing Skyrim gaming on YouTube, a couple of comments to us, it's like, whatever, don't bother too much. But if it's like, this is my passion as an 82-year-old, woman playing holy shit,
Skyrim? Did we lose Scott? Look at him. Look at that thought. There's some major thought process going in there. Look at that. There he is.
We good?
Yeah, we're good. Looks like it.
Oh my god.
Just for a second. You were looking off into the distance.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting new stuff coming this weekend, guys, so hopefully it will solve the problem. Anyway. Just trolls, I get it. She's not playing the way that you want her to play. Too fucking bad, alright? That's the plain dead simple of it. Too bad that she's not playing the way you want her to play. Get over it. Just so dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway. Moving on from that little bit of negativity to a big positive, Metroid Prime Trilogy could be coming to the Switch next month.
Ooh, big. Ooh.
A long-rumored port of Metroid Prime Trilogy could be coming to the Nintendo Switch next month, according to a listing from Swedish retailer iNet. The online retailer, which is in fact the original source of that year's old rumor after the trilogy and its intended platform were revealed on its website back in 2018, has updated the game page with a release date. Metroid Prime Trilogy will reportedly release for the Switch on June 19th, but obviously take that with a grain of salt. We've reached out to Nintendo for confirmation. The retailer hasn't been the only source of the rumored Switch trilogy. Last year, Nintendo insider Kindzell, who has previously proven to be a reliable source of Ninty info?
Nintendo information. Yep.
Ninty info?
Yeah, they're trying to breathe. Fuck that. We're not that lazy. Shit.
What the fuck? Nintendo information. What? Whoever calls it Ninty info? What the fuck? Suggested the company was gearing up to reveal Metroid Prime Trilogy during its February Nintendo Direct. Alas, it did not come to pass. U.S. retailer Best Buy also got tongues wagging when it posted a retail listing for the trilogy on its staff-only database.
Ooh.
Metroid Prime Trilogy was originally released on GameCube, followed by a version on the Wii. It was later remastered as a single package for Wii, with the GameCube titles getting motion controls added to the mix, before receiving a digitally re-released version on the Wii U.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh boy. I hope this is true. Or
you see how he just looked down towards under the desk again, and you can't see his hands? I knew it.
I'm free. I want me some Metroid, guys. I want me some Metroid. I want a lot of Metroid. But
I looked like he was trying to be a board.
oh shit. But honestly, I feel this is way overdue. I I mean, I understand that they were like, hey, that we were going to reveal this in February and whatnot, but like, I don't know. I don't think this is going to be what. For what you're saying over there, Jeremy, I don't think so. Honestly, they were like, for what the article said, they were planning on telling us about this in February. So I have a feeling that this was already long since done, and production has become a problem because of the obvious reasons. So I think that right there is like the reason why we're getting this now. I really don't think that Metroid Prime 4 is going to be pushed back that much more. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong a lot. But I'm really hoping that that's not the reason, because we're getting this. Not that I'm not okay with getting Metroid Prime Trilogy, I'm just saying. I'm okay with that. Anyway, so moving on from that, a new demo is now available on PC for the System Shock remake. Night Dive Studios has released a demo for System Shock. Stefan, a new demo for the System Shock remake is now available on PC.
Night Dive Studios released a demo for System Shock.
And Steam, and it features all unlockable weapons for the first time. A new demo for the System Shock game is now available on PC. They've released a demo for System Shock.
On PC.
On PC.
Oh god.
If you are unfamiliar with the game, here's a quick synopsis. You are a renowned hacker and most notorious cyberspace thief of the corporate world. Caught during a risky break-in, you become an indentured to a greedy tri-optimum executive. After 6 months in a healing coma, you awaken to the twisted aftermath of a terrible disaster. Where are the surgeons? Why is the situation in such disrepair? Slowly, the chilling realization that something is very wrong creeps over you. Once a prime corporate research facility, Citadel Station now teams with mindless cyborgs, robots, and terribly mutated beings, all programmed to serve Shodan, a ruthless AI. There's scarcely time to think before it unleashes its first terror. The remake of the lauded game now adds a new look and feels and retains all the classic styling, stories, and gameplay of the original. A release date has yet to be announced. A look at the alpha demo with developer commentary is currently live on YouTube, and you can check it out. I don't know how many of you guys have played System Shock.
Oh, I played the demo back in the day.
It's out there, man. It's a mindfuck. Game is gives you a System Shock.
Oh, Scott, you're funny. You're so punny. Made one like you.
Go get that demo available on PC. The System Shock.
Oh, I'll play the new demo? Nice.
The new demo released on PC.
And then I won't play the full game when it releases. I'll just play the demo. That's it.
On PC.
Yes, for sure. It's
anyway.
It's released.
Yeah. But right now you can get the demo.
Alright.
On PC.
Okay, thanks.
Anyway.
Sure.
Okay. So, last thing from VG247, Twitch Prime and SNK are handing out 20 plus free games. Twitch Prime and SNK are partnering up to offer members free titles throughout the summer. Starting next week on May 26th, Twitch Prime members can download free SNK games, and there will be 20 plus made available throughout the summer. First drop of SNK's games include Art of Fighting 2, Blazing Star, Fatal Fury Special, King of Fighters 2000 and 2001, Polestar, and Sam Show 2. Twitch Prime members Twitch Prime members can claim the game starting next week by hitting up their link on their website. Whoa, shit! I just reloaded everything. Oh, sorry.
King of Fighters 2000.
Additional free titles are coming, including Garo Mark of the Wolves, Last Blade 2, Metal Slug 2, King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition, Sengoku 3, and The King of Monsters.
Ooh.
I am like, I'm actually really super excited to see more people playing the King of Monsters, because that game is fun as hell. I don't know if like you guys have played the King of Monsters. That's a really fun fighting game. It's hard to explain. It is a fighting game, but it's kind of like a beat 'em up fighting game. Sort of. It's different. It's different. So definitely all you guys who have your Twitch Prime memberships going on right now, you're going to be getting all these games for free. So you might as well go hit up them links and go get your free SNK games.
Hit up some Zeldas.
That's not SNK. That's not mariachi. Anyway. So you got 20 games coming up this summer, guys. So moving on to my articles from Destructoid.com. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition is getting a digital release August 27th. After working through the delays, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition is planning an August 27th, 2020 release on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, iOS, and Android, although Square Enix warns that the timing of the mobile versions is subject to change. Somewhat surprisingly, the action RPG is getting a digital-only launch in the West. Meanwhile, Japan will have physical console editions. Far from a simple re-release, the Crystal Chronicles Remastered includes online cross-platform multiplayer, new dungeons, new voice acting, improved audio, HD visuals, and a cool mimic function. As Square Enix Duncan's Duncan Haney explains on the PlayStation blog, by collecting stamps, visiting Moogle houses, or completing difficult dungeons, you'll get memory crystals which you can use to change your character's appearance to that of various characters you will meet on your adventures. When it comes to multiplayer-eccentric RPGs, you can never have enough customization choices. I don't have a history with... I do, but the writer doesn't. I don't have a history with Crystal Chronicle, other than the fact that it was the one that got away. At the time, we're talking about the mid-2000s, I was a devout GameCube owner. I adored that system. I had the whole oddball Game Boy Advance link cable set up. Yeah. I was into the idea of Final Fantasy returning to a Nintendo console, but I totally missed out. I never played Crystal Chronicles. I'm sure I'm far from the only one who was curious about this game leading up to its original release, but never followed through. I mean, it was a big ask back in the day. That's what's so great about this remaster's wide open approach to cross-platform multiplayer, though. It's a chance to reconnect with a peculiar game and a beloved series that slipped through the cracks without going wild on eBay. So,
cracks.
For those of you... Oh boy. For those of you who didn't play Crystal Chronicles, Crystal Chronicles is not your typical Final Fantasy game.
No.
Not at all.
No.
At all. But it does have a lot of its Final Fantasy bases in it. Like, you have your spells that all do the specific things. But the races in the game and how you play the game are completely unique to the Crystal Chronicle realm. I am a self-geek for life. But this game, I'm assuming that Stefan has played this because of his reaction to what I said before. I'm assuming you've played this.
Small amount.
Okay.
I got stuck on the fucking chug because I don't know. I didn't even play it that long either.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I will say it is one of the best multiplayer games on the GameCube. Here was the problem with that. It wasn't easy to play multiplayer. At all.
Multiplopper.
Here's the problem with multiplayer in Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. It was a GameCube game that required you to have a Game Boy Advance to play. There was a special thing that you had to use to connect your connect your Game Boy Advances to it so that everybody could play at the same time. Your Game Boy Advance became a map system of where you could change stuff around, you could change your equipment, because like in Crystal Chronicles you would have to go through like a thing to go to your like any other sub menu. You know, when you're in Final Fantasy, you open up the sub menu, it changes the way that the screen looks. Well, if you have 3 people on the screen at the same time, that's not really possible. So the Game Boy Advance basically becomes your sub screen on your Mac. But the problem was you had to have 3 people with Game Boy Advances and somebody who had the multiplayer app, and hope that at any point during your gameplay, nobody accidentally disconnects. By like, oops, I sat back too hard and now the thing popped out and now our game's fucked.
I sat back too hard.
Yeah, it's like, yo, I'm gonna get myself a drink and turn the wrong way. Pop, there goes the wire, and now our game's screwed. But when it all came together, and when you played this game with 3 people, oh, it is so good. It is so much fun. And I cannot wait to be able to get online on my Switch and just play with people.
Go home, tell your mom.
Just play Crystal Chronicles and just share how much I absolutely love this game with everybody else out there. And if you pick a Selkie, I will delete you from my life. Because that is my race, and you cannot play it. You have 3 other races to pick from. Go be a uke for all I fucking care.
You can't tell me what to do.
You will be deleted, Jeremy. You will not play a Selkie.
Yeah,
No,
we'll be all silk. We'll just be all fancy.
you can play you.
Puffy shirt.
You be a Clavet.
You're a Clavet.
Go do Clavet stuff or uke stuff, or I don't even give a shit. It's not Selkie. Selkie's mine. Anyway, moving on. So we have been graced with the new Dragon Quest title. Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai, coming out in 2021. Dragon Quest is one of the most traditionalist video game franchises you'll find on the market. New games in the mainline series play nearly identical to those in the past. If you want new ideas and concepts to toy around with as you fight to survive against those classic Dragon Quest enemies, you'll need to look to the spin-offs to the franchise. Infinity Slash, or Infinity Strash, Dragon Quest, The Adventure of Dai, was announced yesterday. And it eschews the classic turn-based combat the series known for in favor of a fast-paced action RPG format. Serious fans of the series might recognize Dai as the lead character from the Shonen Jump manga series that ran from the late 80s through to the mid-90s. Dai has been making a big comeback as of late with an appearance in last year's Jump Force, a new anime series set to launch in Japan this year, and 3 upcoming games, a mobile RPG, a card-based arcade game, and the console title seen in the trailer above. Watching that video, I'm totally on board for whatever this game has in store. The Adventure of Dai will launch in 2021, however it's currently unknown which platforms it will hit. Based solely on the video and its launch above, the PS5 seems like a no-brainer, but it might also hit the PS4 and the Switch. Hopefully we'll get some more information soon. For obvious reasons, we can't play the trailer for you guys, but
Poop!
Ooh?
It'll poop on you.
Oh, poop. Oh. But
I'm more interested in the Jump Force anime series now. I'm like, what?
Right?
What are you doing?
But, I have watched the trailer, and it's interesting. It's very interesting. Do I think it's going to be a big a title as previous Dragon Quest games? No. Dragon Quest, like for me, Dragon Quest VIII was an absolute godsend masterpiece. Okay? You played it too, Stefan, correct? I think you said you played it?
What, Dragon Quest
8.
8, yes.
It was an absolute masterpiece of a game. Then a friend of mine allowed me the privilege of playing this little gem in here. This is called Dragon Quest XI: Echoes of an Elusive Age, and blew Dragon Quest VIII out of the water, which is saying something, because Dragon Quest VIII was really good. From what things I've seen from the trailer, I don't feel that this is going to have the exact same. Well, obviously, because that's not turn-based RPG anymore. It's action RPG. So it's clearly going to be something different, and I cannot help but compare it to like the Secret of Mana update, or even try the new Trials of Mana. If you look at that and just replace everything with Dragon Quest stuff, that's what it's going to look like. I don't know if that's going to be okay, but like other games in the series that have had different things have been not too bad. Like, hell, I played Dragon Quest Swords on the Wii, and that was a pretty good game. I enjoyed that. Was it traditional Dragon Quest? Oh, hell no. It wasn't even close. You know? But it may be, I mean, it's not Dragon Quest 12. So this is obviously not going to be like mainstream. This is the next Dragon Quest in the Dragon Quest series. No. We are going to get Dragon Quest 12 eventually down the line.
No.
Maybe in 2024 or something like that. Who knows?
2029.
Or something like, who knows? But this is an interesting little look to the outside of, like, you know, maybe we can do something different, you know? So, I mean, that's what I'm getting at. Like, you know, Dai is extremely popular right now. So this is like, hey, guys, why don't we just make a Dragon Quest game out of him? You know, get him in a game.
We'll just haul them apart and just turn them into a video game. Jesus Christ, God.
Right? That. I mean, we have a One Punch Man game now, so...
One Punch game.
So, this is 1 day old, so I'm going to abridge this a little bit. Capcom just rolled out a 4-day Mega Man Switch sale, which lasts until May 31st. Mega Man started out on a Nintendo platform, so it only feels natural that Capcom bring as many games as possible to the Switch. Although things were very slow at first, bringing every Mega Man on NES and SNES on the Switch suite, Capcom. At this point, the publisher has built up a decent stable of games, capped off by the semi-recent release of Mega Man ZX Legacy Collection. You discover it for yourself thanks to a new, mostly 50% off scale.
Mostly.
From today through May 31st at 11:59 p.m. PT, you can find Mega Man 11, Legacy Collection 1 and 2, X Legacy 1 and 2, and the aforementioned Zero ZX Legacy Collection on sale.
Yo.
If you're hankering for something Mega Man related, you can only choose one. The first X Legacy Collection contains some of the best platformers of all time.
Agreed.
So, what you guys are looking at, Mega Man 11 is now $15. Mega Man Legacy Collection is about basically $10. Legacy Collection 2 is $10. X Legacy Collection is $10. X Legacy Collection 2 is $10. Mega Man Zero ZX is at $22.49, down from $29.99. So that's basically 30% off. So it's roughly 25%, whatever it is. But you guys got a lot of Mega Man to play here. I mean, like, if you want like the entire like Mega Man 1 through 11, and then X through X8, it's like $55 for 20 games, 19 games. So, but there are some things that I would say, you guys, you know, for anybody who's a Mega Man fan. Jeremy is saying that he hates X5 so far. It doesn't get better. I would say, if you guys want to get anything, get Legacy Collection 1 and 2, Mega Man 11 is, it's not bad, but it's not great. And then get X Collection 1.
This actually puts something else in my mind. Have you played Rock and Roll yet?
No.
Oh, Scott, if I had realized, I would have showed you that during the podcast. But you gotta check that out.
But I would say, you know, like I said, get Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 and 11, so you have all the OG Mega Man games, and then X Collection 1. X Collection 2 has Mega Man X 5 through 8. And it's like, alright, X5 is an okay game, and then X6 is like, and then X7 happens, and then X8 happens.
They turn Sigma into a chocolate cake.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Jeremy, but the X series did not age well.
It didn't get better as time went by.
It did not. And once you get to Mega Man X7, I mean, if you haven't played them, yes, finish them. So that at least you know what you're talking about with the series. They're not... Oh, okay. I almost made that come out of my mouth, and I choked on that. And I was about to say that not all the X games are... I can't get it out. Finish the games, and then report back to me, and tell me how unbelievably correct I was. X1 through 4, bueno. X5, it started the 3D shit, and it's like,
I'm sad, man.
X6 was, oof, and then X7 was like, oh, by the way, here's a third character. Moving on. So, Sega says that the new Sonic reveal is going to take a bit longer. Over on the official Sonic YouTube channel, Sega is trying out the whole streaming thing, even amid the current global pandemic. The gist: a bunch of official Sonic representatives, including PR lead Aaron Weber, get together and discuss various going on with the franchise, which now includes constant questions of when the next big thing is going to be revealed. Originally, that was going to be earlier this year at SXSW, but plans have changed. Speaking on the new Sonic stream, the conversation starts at around 14 minutes in. Weber tries to clear the air a bit candidly. He explains the longer it takes, the more antsy we get. Back in the day, every year there was a new Sonic game. But because of that, the quality of the games weren't where they needed to be. Sonic 06, Sonic Boom, said enough. A couple of years ago, we said that that's going to change going forward. We're going to take more time going forward. So you'll have to wait longer for trailers and stuff. The patience, hopefully, will be worth it in the end. As soon as we have news, we'll share it with you. That's the best I can say. It seems very clear that the pandemic is impacting some facet of the reveal as Japan continues to struggle to provide adequate work-from-home provisions in some organizations. It would behoove Sega to get this one right, especially following the backlash from Sonic Forces. Yeah. I really hope that it's Sonic Mania 2, because Sonic Mania was really, really good. And I will say, I've been playing Sonic, and the first Sonic game that I ever played was Sonic 2, back on the Genesis. So that tells you how much history I've got with Sonic games. I mean, I've slugged my way through the entirety of Sonic Spinball, guys. play some Sonic game. You know what I'm saying? Sonic Spinball.
Sonic Spinball is actually a lot of fun once you get used to how it works.
Once you get used to it, but like the first time you play it, you're like,
the first time you play it, it's terrible. You think what the fuck is this? This is a Sonic game. And then when you finally give it a chance, it's like, you know, this is not too bad. This is actually kind of fun. And but no, I grew up obviously in the very first Sonic game, which at the time I didn't. Well, we just lost Scott as he sipped. That's fine. The first Sonic game I played, he's back, was on the original Model 1 Genesis. And at the time, I didn't even know that there was anything like Sonic at all. All I knew of was Nintendo, because I didn't buy magazines. All I ever heard was from TV, and we didn't have a bunch of cable because we weren't like a terribly wealthy family by any means. It was just me and my mom. So, but yeah, no, I finally got to play this game. I was like, what is this? Like, what do you mean? Like, how come all the buttons just make them jump? Like, why is there 3 buttons, but they all just make them jump? And then, then when you finally play Sonic 2, I thought, honestly, I played only a few of the Sonic games, but Sonic 2 has always been my favorite. That's the one I basically grew up with.
Oh, yeah.
And, I love Sonic 2. So
I mean, for me, like, Sonic 2 and then Sonic 3... Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles were, like, they were very close for me. They were very close with like how good one was compared to the other.
I found that they just added too much random other crap like the fire, the lightning, and the oil, and all this other shit.
Yeah. I get you. But then Sonic Mania came along, and
many years.
My God, if you guys have not played Sonic Mania, please go get that game and play it. It is a Sonic masterpiece. It is just so good. It's insanely good. And I implore you, Sega, please make this Sonic Mania 2.
Well, please.
Please. Because I want more Sonic like that. I want more Sonic like that. Because it was just like... It's just so good. It's just like, hey, you know, remember when Sonic was good? Remember Sonic 2? Remember Sonic 3? Remember Sonic CD? Remember all those good Sonic games?
Yeah.
Here's another one. And it's godlike. And it brings back some of like the older stuff. Like, remember in Sonic 3 where you had like collect the blue orbs and you had to go and do all that stuff? They brought that back. And it's so fun. And there's a new Chaos Emerald game. And it's so fun. It's so insanely fun. There were a couple times when I was just playing the game, just timing out because I was trying to find the giant ring so I could go play the mini game. You know? So I implore everybody to be like, play Sonic Mania and then bug the crap out of Sega and say, make the next game Sonic Mania 2. Because we need good Sonic games again. So, Sonic Mania is so good. I can't say it enough. Sonic Mania is good. Anyway, so for the final thing from SDK's news tonight, this may be something you see on my streams coming up relatively soon. A new version of Pac-Man is coming to Twitch for free. Pac-Man turns 40 this year. Feel old yet, Steph? Well, some of us weren't born when the Pac craze began. Alas, the little mascot that could grew into gargantuan levels of fame, becoming one of the most recognizable characters in the entire world. He's graced pretty much every platform known to man, from the arcade to Switch, and now he can add Twitch to that equation. Yep, Amazon Games and Bandai Namco have partnered together to bring us Pac-Man Live Studio, which will run out of Twitch itself starting this June. The gist is that you play directly in the browser across 4 modes: Studio, creating your own mazes; Endless, 4-player score attack; Select, a way to play those creations; and the classic 1980s version. After remaining dormant for a while, Amazon Games is starting to awaken. It's like the outfit just realized they have Twitch at their disposal and only recently launched Crucible, one of their only AAA efforts to date. If you guys don't think I'm going to be playing this on Twitch, you are absolutely kidding yourself. I'm probably going to dedicate a goddamn week to this shit, and I implore any of the people in the OWG community to hit me up and say, hey, I want to play some Pac-Man. I'll be like, oh, I had other things to do today? Oh, not anymore, I don't. You know? And you're going to be able to make your own Pac-Man levels. Huh. Oh, really? Okay. If I have to.
So, because you're such a big Pac-Man player, I figured I should ask, but have you ever thought about possibly doing a speedrun for any of the Pac-Man games?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm a big fan of Pac-Man, but the people who are actually super good at the game are on like a different stratosphere of thinking about the game, because there's like getting to level 256 on the original Pac-Man takes just like an insane kind of brain power, because you have to know exactly what the ghosts are going to be doing, you know, and because each ghost has their own specific thing that they do, you know, they're not just colors because of no reason. You know, the red ghost is aggressive. He will if he sees you, he will chase you. The pink ghost is a bashful ghost that will sometimes run from you. The blue ghost will try to ambush you and take different routes to try to cut you off on specific paths. The orange ghost is a retard and just goes wherever the hell he feels like. So they have like programmed things that they're supposed to do. So like all the stuff that they're doing on the screen, you have to keep track of 4 ghosts and be able to like manually and mentally input, like just to try to figure out what the hell these ghosts are going to do as you're trying to go to these levels, which are getting increasingly faster and faster. I may like Pac-Man, but I ain't that good at the freaking game, you know. But you know, it'll be fun to play. You know, we got 4-player Pac-Man coming up. I'm sure we could find 4 people who can dedicate a couple, you know, an hour or so to sit down and be like, yo, we got 4-player Pac-Man, let's go do this, you know. So coming out in June. So when that excuse me guys, I'm sorry, when that gets closer, or I mean June is literally 4 days away, but whatever, you know, when I see more, I'll let you guys know. So that'll do it for SDK's portion of the news this week. So as always at this portion of the podcast, I will pass the mantle, give the torch, the Olympic stand of flame to my co-host, OWG Stefan, who will give to us in ceremony, in wonderful concordance with the gods, he will bring unto us a deliverance, and he shall say unto the people, this will be your favorite portion of the podcast. This should be all of the brethren's favorite portion of the podcast. This should be the world's famous favorite portion of the podcast. And he doth say unto the people, for those who are non-believers of the best portion of the podcast, say unto me, you are death upon the world, for it is the best of Steve.
Indeed. Alright.
Preach.
So, we're going to be starting out first with Kharon's Crypt. Kharon. Non-linear dungeon crawler video game full of puzzles and challenges, inspired by old Zelda games and with retro pixel art Game Boy Color. This is releasing the 5th of June 2020. The pictures that I've seen so far look fantastic. Action indie adventure, early access, retro. There is a trailer, so let's watch. Oh, scary. This is scary. Ooh. Oh, okay.
Sounds pretty neat.
Yep, you can switch bodies to get different abilities.
Neat.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yes. Oh, and there's 2-player mode. Nice.
Ooh.
Game rip color. Oh, this looks nice. Yoink. It's coming out in like a week. Oh, dang. Enberg. The denial.
Oh, damn. He is a monster who is rather big. And he has a
Watch
brain
out for his
chamber.
big blister on top of his head.
And he looks like he's
It's
a dragon monster dude.
a snake video game.
Hey, he's a giant snake.
Whoa.
And
All
he's
right.
shooting. Whoa.
Even death may die.
Alright.
It says single player, but I've seen 2 people playing, so don't go tricking me with your single playerness. Tell
It
me
may
the
have been
truth.
an AI too.
True, that's true. Don't say that, Scott. So yeah, it's coming out in like a week. It looks really nice. So put that on your wish list, because in a week's time you're going to be playing a game. Ooh.
Looks like it's fun.
Alright, next up we have Future Fragments. What? Whoa! Oh, no, okay, nope. Oh, okay. I did not look through at the images at first. Those were...
Oh, whoa,
yeah, yeah, I did not know that was going to happen, so... Yeah, we won't be looking at that one, unfortunately. Alright, so, our next game that we're looking at is called Black Skylands. Jesus. Alright. Explore the endless skies, fight the merciless marauders and sky pirates, gather unique weapons and mods, and when you need to rest, return to your father ship to expand your base and craft tools to help you on your journey. Be on your guard and remember, Sky is always hungry. This is coming out Q4 2020, so survival RPG, steampunk, sandbox, action. Let's watch that first trailer. Whoop. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was getting lagged for a second, but it's bullet time. Alright. Oh, that's a big sky whale. And what the what is that? This is trippy. It's like, well, obviously it's almost like a top-down twin-stick shooter, but you have, whoa, an airship, and apparently a bigger airship so that you can use it as a base as well. Yeah, I like this. Steampunk survival. Yeah, no, this looks like it's gonna be fun. What is that thing? Like, it's like a sky crab or a tick or something. I don't like. Oh, published by Tiny Build. Why am I... Alright. Of course it's going to be good.
Does look pretty neat.
Yeah, added to my wish list immediately. Alright. Less boobs, more games. Our next one is called Fallen Angel. Become Lucifer and aim for the throne of heaven itself. Battle angelic armies and ascend through weird and warped holy realms in a stylish hack-and-slash action RPG. Coming at fall 2020. Action-adventure RPG, indie action RPG. Okay. Trailer.
Mind is its own place, and in itself can create a heaven of hell, or a hell of heaven.
Wait.
I'm pretty sure we've seen this before.
Oh, we definitely have. So wait, maybe we didn't look at it on Steam?
Maybe.
That's the only, because if it's not on my wish list, and I don't think it's seen, yeah, it doesn't have you there as having on your wish list, so. That's fine. At least now. Oh, and there's a demo there as well, in case anyone wants to play it.
Have a good one, Peter, man.
Yep, later, Peter, dude. Yep, no problem.
God makes no mistakes.
Soundtrack is pretty decent too. And then they show us that juicy image. Yeah, juicy. Look at the juice on it. No, I'm sorry. All right, we only have one game left. My apologies. It's called Ageless. And there is a demo. Ageless is a story-driven puzzle platformer where you must alter the age of animals and plant life around you to progress. Play as Kiara, a young girl who braves through heartache and loss as she journeys across a mysterious world to discover its secrets and herself. What? Coming in 2020, Team 17 also published this one. One More Dream Studios developer. Indie adventure platformer single player 2D. So, going on to the wish list. Yeah. And let's watch the trailer. What? Alright. You have to ask me to. Ooh, let me go fishing. Oh yeah, puzzle platformer. That's me.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks fun so far. I like it. I really like the art style in this. It's really nice.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay. I'm dying. Oh, guys.
That's pretty neat.
It does look really neat, yeah. And there's nothing wrong with getting a good puzzle platformer once in a while, and that looks like it's going to be one of them, so. Alright, so that is our best of Steam for this week. Again, as you probably noticed with Scott as well, we were very low on amount of news and
this
stuff.
This was a very, very rough week for news.
It was so. Same thing with the games. I only had a few to choose from, so I picked what I thought was the best of what I could see there. So
this is one of those weeks where it's just like I'm sitting there gathering up my news, and I'm just like, oh my god, like some of these things like I normally wouldn't talk about, but I got to talk about something. I mean, God Almighty.
Yeah.
But
that happens.
It's one of those weeks, folks. It might be a little shorter podcast this week, but that's okay.
It's okay. All right. Next is my news from Indie Retro News, starting with Enhanced Freaky Fish. A new version of an enjoyable C64 game is teased. Is that guy fishing with dynamite? Are you... Really?
That's redneck reeling right there, man.
Okay.
So you get all the big fish.
It's an upcoming enhanced C64 game of the 2018 version, which was originally finished for the C64 4 kilobit game coding competition, coming in 14th place by Design Chaos. There are a few assets left over after they had finished the competition. It seemed a shame to let them go to waste, especially the animated fisherman, and the game had been rewritten using their latest code base, along with some very work-in-progress music and some new sprites. So yes, a game we are certainly looking forward to, as playing as a fish and sending dangerous dynamite back up to the crazy... Oh wait, you're the fish? Oh damn, I thought you were supposed to be the fisherman. Alright. Wow. Well, that's... Yeah. You're only one fish, really. The other ones are just derping along. Oh, I wonder if you can make him fall out of the screen. That'd be deadly. Anyways, my bad.
You know, like this looks different. This is like an opposite. Like, remember that game Kaboom?
Mm-hmm.
This seems like it's like doing it in reverse.
Oh, you just shoot. You can shoot up. I thought you had to go up to it or something. I guess you can still grab it.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, and they can probably block you too. The fish probably get in your way sometimes too, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay, no, he just kills them outright. The dynamite. Oh damn! Oh! Do you have to save all the fish, maybe? Wow, he's being a jerk. He's not even giving you a chance, dude.
Holy shit, man!
Right?
Get on your fishy duties, man. Blow that bitch up.
Oh, he almost got him out of the screen, and that would have been awesome. Oh, no.
Redneck Bill up there, fucking taking a dynamite at all your friends.
Whoa! He saved that. Oh. Saved that orange fish just in time. Anyways, yeah, now we're getting just obsessed with watching it. Anyways, that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's yeah. It looks like it's way harder.
Yeah.
Alright, our next game is MagicAble, a new ZX Spectrum game from Pac-Man. Let's start the video first. Oh, there we go. Brand new ZX Spectrum game from Pac-Man that was developed using the AGDX software by Jonathan Caldwell. The game features plenty of levels, great specky graphics, and finally deadly enemies such as Venus flytraps and walking spooks. In this game, he plays a wizard on a quest to gather the talismans that have been scattered throughout the kingdom by Anarath, by the evil forces of the underworld. The kingdom of Anarath by the evil forces of the underworld. Okay, sorry. You must traverse through the haunted forest, the scary dungeon, the cursed castle, and the doomed cave to find them and return peace to the kingdom of Anarath. Will you be able? Maybe. You get like 4 different choices. Like, what? Imagine if you picked up the NES and it said, oh, what controller do you want to use today? And you're like, wait, there's more than one? Zapper doesn't count.
Controller, man.
Oh, this is smooth and fast. I like it.
Right.
I like that. When you get a ZX Spectrum game that like moves fast, like it looks like an old school arcade game,
Mm-hmm.
I am totally down with that then. Like, oh, yeah. See, this looks like it would be fun to play. Speedrun this, Scott.
Get it right on that, having that ZX Spectrum there. Right after you, right?
I'm gonna have one. Ah! You turned into a mushroom? What happened? Oh, he's gonna. Oh, no. Okay, you're good. Why didn't you jump? Sorry. So, obviously, it's like a. Just a platformer, I guess, is what you would call it.
Well, you're getting domed.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
It looks like he can only jump whenever he's on one of those pink platforms.
I hope I did. I don't think I skipped too much just then. I might have exited out of one of my articles there. I'm not sure.
So good.
Anyways, we're moving on to AngiePuffy Quest. Rescue AngiePuffy's animals on the C64 farm. I'm like, wait, AngiePuffy? I'm like, what is this about?
Isn't that like some sort of Asian band? AngiePuffy.
Whoa, whoa. Alright. In this game, you play as AngiePuffy, who lives on a small farm with her animals. One day, a gang of villains have kidnapped them all, and it's down. Why? It is down to you to rescue them from these evil villains before they're gone for good. You know, it's got what is on the go? This is almost down on low. Like, come on, man.
I force people to leave. I've said terrible things.
So, you must collect all the keys you find on each of the levels to open the locks, which are holding the animals captive to complete the game. Be aware, however, as although this sounds easy, you may have to deal with the villain themselves, and with only a small number of lives, it's a game over. Wait. You telling me I got a game over already? Then you get to play.
Right? Holy shit. Gotta have those demos that last more than 6 seconds.
Oh, damn. Oh, God. Oh, God. This moves way faster than I thought it would.
Right? Right.
You don't last key. Boom, done. You rescued an animal, a lion. Alright. Anyway, so obviously, once again, we have another platformer, but it's one of these ones where you're searching for keys in order to open locks and stuff, which usually a lot of platformers go by that type of style anyways, at least a really retro, like the C64, Atari kind of stuff. Alright. Next up, we have Alcon Slap Fight. Wait, what? Abelor's Amstrad port of a classic arcade game teased. Wait. Alcon 2020. Slap Fight Remake. I'm so confused as to what this could be about.
I mean, sounds pretty self-explanatory. You're in a slap fight. It's like that's one of those new Danish sports where they just stand on opposite sides of the table and slap
each other.
Yeah, you've seen those too.
I've seen that before. Yeah. I've seen the one where a buddy's like has been practicing all of his life, and like he slaps a watermelon and just destroys it. And this one guy comes up and just slaps him, and he's all like, all right. And then they show the picture or the video of him smashing the watermelon, and then he slaps dude, and he just like passes out. Like he knocks him out with a slap. Like what the fuck, dude?
Well, yeah, when you make a watermelon implode with just your hand.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying.
That's
like
what that does to the contents of your skull.
You would think that you would look up your opponent and be like,
Like, you know what? This guy's slapping watermelons and they're exploding. I might just take the L here, okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Oh, God.
Is this exactly what this is? Like, I kind of want to see.
No, it's not. What is this? Alcon does look like it could be a fine port released in the near future. It's not only does the game scroll nicely with smooth animation, but it also has great soundtrack. The levels look much closer to the arcades, and what really stands out is the ship design being very close to Alcon and not Slap Fight.
Oh, so it's a vertical space shooter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
See, when I heard slap fight, man, I was really looking for stupid what I was seeing. Like, is it weird for me to be disappointed it's not?
No, it's not. Because that would have been. I was just like, what is this going to look like if that's the case? Because you need this like. If you're gonna have something like that, you gotta have it on something like newer, just so you can have the full graphics and be able to have different faces for every time you slap someone with a certain degree of.
Right.
Anyways, nothing to do with what we thought it was. It's definitely an overhead shooter, shmup.
I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
Pew! Oh, cool! You can pick different power-ups there. It looks like on the side. But yeah, like it doesn't even utilize the full screen either, so I guess that's how they're able to do more with it that way as well. So
yeah.
All right. Next up is Tiny Galaga An arcade classic as a tiny Amiga OCS ECS demake.
Oh.
Yeah, I was very interested in this because I'm a big fan of Galaga, whatever you want to call it, and I never said I was like fantastic at it. I'm okay at it.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you give me some time, but yeah, I was interested in seeing what because this is supposed to be a downgrade, but still a good play of the game. So it is currently available as a downloadable file. Tiny Galaga DMake was created by Pink and Fade One using tools by Bartman. Music and SFX done with pre-tracker, and all coding was done with Bartman's VS Code Amiga debugger. Oh, whoa, that's fast. The game works on Amiga OCS ECS and features 50 frames per second frame rates, resolution of 192 by 256, 6 music/jingles, and 26 sound effects. All music and sound effects use 5,488 bytes. After pre-calc 51 kilobits, chip RAM is used. The game shows a maximum of 101 moving things on screen, and all graphics taking 17 kilobits, with only one bit playing and no sprites being used. That's actually super neat. Whoa! Oh my god, yeah. It looks challenging, too. Oh, challenging.
I'm curious if they still have like the capability of doing like the dual ship thing.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing actually. Oh, really? I didn't realize that Galaga was the sequel to Galaxian. Makes sense, but
because Galaxian was much slower.
Oh God, yes.
For Galaxian, I believe everything started on the screen.
Yes. It sounded like someone was fucking calling you on the phone every time you were playing Galaxian. You're like, wait, what? Oh no, that's not the phone. It's just Galaxian again.
And I'm pretty sure that Galaxian had like only like one shot on the screen at the time.
Oh, it's yeah. I wasn't a huge fan of Galaxian.
No,
Galaga was much better.
Weird game.
Alright, next up we have Mario's Cement Factory C64 port coming soon. My first assembly game. So, apparently... Whoa. Is this like a Game & Watch?
Pretty sure.
Alright, so...
Pretty sure Mario Cement Factory was a Game & Watch.
Oh, it totally is. Okay, cool. Oh, this one looks fun too. Not to say the other Game & Watches were terrible or anything, but some of them were.
Yep,
I mean, you were pretty limited to what you were doing in the game anyways,
oh,
but
yeah.
I mean, this one actually looks like it could be fun. Just like, what is it doing?
Mario
Do something.
Cement Factory came out in 1983. Looks like it plays pretty much exactly like it.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I like how he has the poses, that's great.
You don't have to go and spend all that money on trying to get authentic Game & Watch. You can get them right here.
Oh! Oh shit, you died. Alright, well that's going to be interesting to see. It looks like a lot of people have been going for the Game & Watch stuff. It looks like it's a fun thing to do with assembly. And probably a little bit easier to just start out with as well. So we have... Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But we have one more article here from Indie Retro News. Flying Saucers, a work-in-progress Defender-style C64 game. This actually looks pretty good from what I can see up there above. So, this features the same gameplay style as the original Defender, but with a more military theme. You must fly your aircraft back and forth destroying UFOs and bombing ground targets. Do be aware, however, that this is an early preview and there's likely to be a lot missing until the game does get its eventual release. Oh. Oh, nice. Do, 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 do. Yes, attack wave 1. I want to see this going down now. On autopilot? What? Nice, took down that UFO. Alright, so he shot down 2 UFOs. So are there planes then? Oh, rockets on the surface. Or maybe. Crashed? What? I'm so confused as well. I don't know. Oh, well, there's another UFO back there, but he doesn't have any on his counter, so what? Oh god, now it's gone back to 255? Are you shitting me? Oh, well, it's a work in progress. Okay. Never mind. I forgot about that for a second. I was like, what? You just glitched the game and made it worse for yourself. You're never going to have enough fuel. Alright, well, it's interesting anyways. And it's running for really fast for the C64 as well. Bad. So, I can see that being a lot of fun. Alright. Our next couple of segments here, 2 articles, are from IndieGamesPlus.com. And we're starting out with a Trailer Thursday. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see what gems we have today. Starting with Eternal Edge Plus, which is an action-adventure role-playing game following Cross, an age-old warrior who is trying to wake his lost wife from eternal slumber. Only together can they defeat the Skeleton King. Ooh, okay. Skeleton. Look, me and Scott are doing almost the same thing. We're just leaning back and enjoying it.
Yeah, gotta enjoy those previews, man.
Get out of here. Oh, is that Pokemon? Can I get Pokemon there? Is that any more Pokemon? Look! I see him. I've never seen them blue, though. They're always like red or pink or...
You got some new Pokemon? You got Miracle,
right? I gotta go play some more Pokemon now. Look at those blue ones. So far, the environments look neat. Wait, what? Okay. Excuse me.
This looks very Wind Waker.
Has anyone ever played Hyrule Warriors?
Yep. This looks very Wind Waker. I'm not gonna put that out there too.
Even the enemies look like moblins.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge like Zelda fanatic or anything, but even I know that. Oh, and your character looks like Link. What is happening?
I gotta move this a little.
And your sword looks... Oh, God. There's so many things that I'm... Nintendo is going to eat your face. Oh, my God.
I mean, apparently it's out on Steam right now.
What?
Let me go check that out.
How has Nintendo not seen this and been like, nah, this is not happening?
You want the funny part? It's on the Switch.
Maybe that's why. Like, even that end title right there, like, their little like, all you need to do is chop off those red parts on those E's, and all of a sudden it's like, wait, it kind of looks like Final Fantasy. With their little colory thing in the background, like they always do for past, like, X amount of years.
Wait, Eternal Legend Plus.
Okay, I gotta see this on Steam now. Who owns you? Mixed. Ooh, reviews. Open world, my butt. That's... never mind. Alright. Yeah. Man. Yeah, and actually, I've played Bug Fables, and it's actually a really fun game. It's very Paper Mario-like, but it's its own thing as well, which is nice when you start playing it. But this, like... it literally looks like they said, hey, let's give Link a ponytail, and then therefore he's not Link. What? No. Okay, well, how about we just, like, put these, like, enemies in the game that look like enemies from Legend? Alright. Sorry. That just blew my mind that was even a thing, and then you said it was on Switch, which blows my mind even more. Anyways, yeah. Our next game is called Zero Inbox. Apparently had a Kickstarter campaign launch. Corporate party board game for
Remember seeing something about this.
For 3 to 6 players, but screwing over your co-workers and trying to clear out your inbox first. It's in development, but let's see what it shows us.
Hey there, new hire. Welcome to Zero Inbox, where clearing out your inbox isn't just a necessity. It's your entire job. Zero Inbox is designed to be played by 3 to 6 players. So grab 2 to 5 of your closest friends, or, if necessary, dearest.
This is really weird. This is on Trailer Thursday.
The goal is to get rid of all of your cards and make it back to the refresh.
This is actually just a board game?
Securing your place.
Alright. I'm sorry, but
this is really weird how this is.
I don't know why. Yeah, that's really strange. I'm going to move on from that, which is Virtual Verse, which we've also looked at as well. Yes. That is a good game. Mm-hmm. So our next one is actually called Starstruck Prologue. Now, before we continue on, I have been noticing recently that there's a lot more of these prologues.
Prologue games, yeah.
What's going on? Are people just saying, oh, hold on. Are you telling me Square can put out 10 games and say that's Final Fantasy VII and charge them for every single one? Well, shit, I'm going to start doing that. We'll have a prologue, then we'll have the game, then we'll have a sequel, and maybe a part 3. And then that way when we charge... That's the only thing I can see from the prologue thing. But, at least with the indie devs, from what I've seen so far, with their prologue games, they're usually free.
Yes.
So that's cool, because then you get, like, a little bit of gameplay, and a little bit of, like, story introduction, and a little bit of, if you didn't have it, you might have been playing the full game, like, wait, I feel like I'm missing something, or I wish I had a little bit more information. That's where it would come from, but...
It kind of did look like a Progressive commercial, by the way.
Yeah. Alright, so Starstruck Prologue. Play guitar and explore a miniature diorama world as 2 guitarist claymation kids, and then help them progress by rampaging around their city as a giant destructive time-traveling hand.
Huh?
I gotta read that again. Play guitar and explore a miniature diorama world as 2 guitarist claymation kids. Then help them progress by rampaging around their city as a giant destructive time-traveling hand.
Huh?
So we're in a diorama world playing guitar as claymation kids, and then we rampage as a hand at time travel. Let's see this.
So did we just read the synopsis for Smash?
What?
It's a rhythm game.
I know, but what is...
Okay. Okay. Oh my god.
Free on Steam. Oh, I'm glad you're not asking anyone for money. I mean, I don't know, man. It's like either go with one game or the other. Don't mash them together and try to make one thing. Like,
It was like Katamari Damacy, sort of what the fuck is going on here?
yes, but like, stream it.
Yeah. Get right on that.
And then all I do is just lose my mind the entire time because I'm just trying to figure out why everything is happening. And then they try to add fishing to it. I'm like, no, that's not going to get me this time.
Well, he sees this giant hand for 6 hours, like...
It seems so strange. Anyways, our next game is called Winding Worlds. You're far from home, you're not sure how you got here. But you do know one thing, it's your calling to help your new friends however you can. Not all of them are being cooperative. Okay. That is the most sensible thing I've read here so far.
It's sad, but it's true. It's like...
I mean, we didn't stop for Virtualverse, so we can't really, you know. But I mean,
You've got
still...
shit going on, but your friends aren't really helping you much. As a matter of fact, they're being right dicks. Oh, man.
What the fuck, boy?
So this is like that Katamari Damacy level of what the fuck?
Hey, what's going... Oh my god, man. Did someone find acid? And they done this game, they sat back, they said...
Say, it was like...
10 out of 10, masterpiece.
5 guys in a room just all tripping on acid and go, yo, guys, you know what the best thing to do right now would be this game jam?
Yeah, someone found something there, and then they reported it back as that. This is the world I experienced. I don't want to be part of that world. Available now in Apple Arcade. Good.
You stay there. Jesus.
Sarawak, a narrative adventure game that takes you from the dreaming spires of Oxford to the jungles of Borneo as you make interactive choices and solve puzzles in a story that blurs the boundaries between narrative games and conventional literature. I don't know why, but the first thing I thought of was Elaine's boss from Seinfeld. The one, was it Peterman or something, I think it was? The one who was... Who made all the clothing lines, but it had these like wonky fucking stories. From Oxford to jungles of Borneo. Alright, so let's just watch the trailer.
And on the way, trip on some acid and potentially make up shit.
Don't do it to me again, please. It's starting to hurt. Whoa, Jesus.
It was a typical day in London, except some guy was dead on the street.
The blood just jumped on the screen and gave you a message.
I knew one day you'd find me dead on the sidewalk.
There's no way you fucking hold on now, no. You don't just here's my game. I don't have time to read my own story. Wait, what? No, you don't, dude. Come on. Look, let's go back for a second. Let's hold on. Let's go back to fucking blood message. Look at this. Oh, let's read what he says here. Okay, there's... Oh, I'm making this... Oh, what did he say? You're joking. No, I can't read all that fast. How do you know what to do? You're just...
Come on, Commander Data, get on it. Let's go. Oh, and I heard in Oxford the favorite thing of our pastimes is making puzzle. And now we're in Sarawak, Borneo. In case you needed lessons on learning how to speed read, here's our game. Someone's dead in Oxford, and there's a man running around in the street tripping balls. Are they related? That's for you to discover.
I'm looking over at the slide. I'm like, there means there's just like 2 or 3 more games at least. I'm like, man, these have been such treasures. 9 Till Void, a turn-based deck-building roguelike that features neither deck nor card.
So here we are. We are now into the deck-building cardless games. So once again, we decided that, hey, now that we're tripping on acid again, with the thoughts of, hey guys, let's make a deck-building game and not have decks.
Why? What? I'm starting to feel like they're like doing this on purpose. Like, oh, it's Thursday. Let's put up the other ones. So when he comes over, he's gonna get this.
We know that the Retro Indie Pixels podcast. So let's get a lineup of just like the most like ball trippiest games and make them be like, what the fuck, for like half a fucking hour.
As the newly appointed spell sword of these lands, you must fight your way through the corruption with an arsenal of carefully chosen spells to reach the source of darkness and destroy it from within.
God. Please put that clip in the
My God.
Oh, God. What are we looking at, Stefan?
I have no idea, dude. Like, honestly. And that's... Oh my God! There's 3 minutes of that? We got through 43 seconds, and that felt like an eternity. Oh, here's the game. I'm going to show this one to you anyways.
Yeah.
It's called Vectrix. I was actually offered a key for it, and I was going to give it to Scott, and then I realized that this is full-on VR. I need to get Rockdweller over in our Discord and be like, yo, you play VR? Do you want virtual reality? This looks pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. I should just grab it anyways and give it to him. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
You ever want to trip on balls and play Tetris at the same time? Well, there you go. Pick up the pieces and put them in your hand, and then switch the puzzle around to the opposite side. Not making any lines?
I don't understand the whole wow there, but that music's cool.
You made a line.
But yeah, this actually looks like it's fun. I would play this if I had virtual reality system. I would 100% play this. And Scott would be jealous.
Not wrong.
You know what I say every time we get groceries? Now it's Tetris time. As soon as I get in through the door, it's like Tetris with the fridge.
That's the same thing I said to my wife. It's like, hey, if you have like 2 shopping carts worth of food here and we have 1 trunk. If you want to Tetris this bitch, it's all on you.
That's right. That's the way I do.
Yep. Saying.
So.
And you know what? We're sitting there and we're looking at them and like, you're fucking crazy. You're never gonna make that stuff fit. And then like 6 seconds later, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna like have a smoke real quick and have all that fucking stuff in the trunk already. What the hell?
Okay, so
went off the parking lot to trip some balls on acid, and I came back, and she was like, "It's finished, and I've even got a Tetris. So eat shit, mortal."
Did you play this, or do I have this, I wonder? It's called Megabyte Punch, and it sounds super familiar. Either that or we covered it at some point. I actually have this game, but it's coming out for the Switch. It's an electro beat-em-up game with platforming elements in which you build your own fighter while playing. Yeah.
Alright.
I like the customization stuff quite a bit. That's really nice. But it almost like feels like it's a... You're basically playing Smash, but as a platformer game.
Right?
And I'm like, alright, that sounds more interesting to me. I would love to play it. Well, I have it, so I should play that. And don't worry, I'm going to be doing some indie streams very soon, because I have such a backup of games right now. It's kind of gross, to be honest. I'm gross. Oh, and then you can just literally play Smash as well, apparently. Alright.
Right.
This is kind of cool.
Right.
Whoa!
Thank God.
That looked like a home run derby kind of thing there.
Right. We found one, Stefan.
Well, and Vectrix, and we've passed Virtuaverse, so I mean, a couple of these games are okay. Oh God. We may or may not have also covered Everhood.
Sounds familiar.
Expect the unexpected and ineffable tale of the inexpressible world of Everhood, amusing rhythmic battles, and with a promise to fulfill all your dreams.
Yeah, okay. yeah, we definitely...
Oh, yeah. Oh, and this is actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Right, yeah. We definitely one of those.
We're going to show it anyway. And why? Because we can.
Because we need some good games in this trailer first.
So, instead of... It's a beat game, but instead of actually going to the beats, you're trying to dodge them with a character, which is actually really badass. Like, this is like bullet hell. Whoa. Oh, that ATM is gonna fight. Okay, come on, ATM! Ask him. Wait. It's probably in a Humble Bundle or something at some point, Game Hunter.
Probably.
Oh! And eventually you get a sword to actually hit those... Oh! Now that's different. I forgot about that. Yeah, because we were saying this is almost like Undertale, but with more rhythm. So yeah, that's Everhood. So we have seen that one as well, and that's still in development as well, by the way. So yeah, that was a loopy trailer Thursday, but we're gonna go to our last article now from Indie Games Plus. Songs for a Hero dynamically sings about your every deed. So, this looks really good. Songs for a Hero set you on a noble adventure with a soundtrack that narrates your deeds through song. You're right to save the day, at least I think you are. I guess I'm kind of jumping to conclusions about what our shaggy-haired avatar is up to. You seem to be doing good with all the stabbing of nasty snakes and pharaoh scorpions. I really hope you're doing the right thing as you hack at enemies and delve deep into foreboding temples. Whether you're cutting a swath through the countryside for good or ill, dynamic soundtrack will sing about your every single deed along the way. Get slammed by the aforementioned scorpion, your unseen bard accompaniment will come up with some lyrics about your misfortune. Complete a level with particular grace, and the soundtrack will launch your abilities. I'm actually kind of interested in this now. Die in a ridiculous way, and the music starts taking little digs at you. Okay, this could be fun.
Epic music. You die. You suck.
Might not want to jump at those spikes again.
My armor on was really for the best. I won't have to waste my time. I'm ready for this quest.
It's a musical that you get to play.
I'll introduce myself. I'm the hero of this song. I have to save the princess and I just can't take too long. But in order to do this, there's something I need to improve. This quest will not be overcome if I don't start to move.
So all your moves, wait, what?
I must engage in battle with a mushroom and a bee. They strike together cause they're both afraid of me. These monkeys just won't leave me alone. Coming out like a swarm ready to attack. Throwing many stones at for me. I'll find a way to hit them right back. This is getting on my nerves. I have a feeling very soon I'm gonna lash out at all these bats. I have no doubt. My life is always hanging by a thread. Every single jump that I make, yet there is no place where I'd rather be instead. And my mission will complete, make no mistake. It feels still good to understand somehow what this video game is all about. I'll try my best to explain it all to you. So let's get to it without further ado. It's a classic adventure with a twist you never thought could even exist. The music reacts to how you play, makes fun of video game cliches. It's a whole universe, song and verse, plenty of levels to traverse. With so many creatures, bosses galore.
This is actually pretty good. Yeah, he went for it. It's starting to grow on me. And it's available now. Alright, let's go to Steam and look at it then. How much is it? It came out the 30th of April. Oh, wow. $18.49. And it's already on my wish list.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm not really one for musicals. I'm not a big fan of musicals.
No, neither am I. It's one of the reasons why I disliked Family Guy.
Fuck out of that game. That seems amazingly fun.
I could see both of us having fun with that game. Alright, so that is it for the news. I have 3 articles for the Twitter feed, and then we have 1 Kickstarter left. So we're almost finished. Believe it or not. So, starting with our Twitter feed, we're going to Miss SarahJaneAvory again.
Yeah.
Who says, I'm tempted to make a Mega Drive version of Soul Force.
Well, I mean...
I responded with, sweet Jesus, that sounds amazing.
Right?
She's more worried about doing the music and sound effects, apparently.
Yeah. I would say, like, finish the version you're doing first, then go over and do that.
She's basically finished all of Soul Force, I think. She's just ironing out a lot of stuff, yeah.
Oh. By all means, then. Go for it.
But apparently she has worked on some of the Mega CD before, so there's also that. So that was quite interesting. I'm hoping that she does do a Mega Drive version at some point in the future, because I'll definitely get it. And if I have a Mega SD by that time, which is the Genesis EverDrive, then I'll be able to play that as well, which would be on an actual system, which would be very nice. Alright, so our next thing that I got here is from @RetroBitGaming. Be one of the first to own the newest colors for the Sega Saturn 2.4 GHz controllers, coming this end of July 2020. So if you have a Sega Saturn and you wanted a wireless controller, they have them. They're going to be having them by July 2020. So the other nice thing is you can also enter to win a grand prize. Oh my god. It's the skeleton Sega Saturn that was only released in Japan.
The white one?
No, it's the clear. It's like,
oh, it's clear.
Yeah, it's like one of those like transparent shells.
Shit.
Yeah,
Oh, that looks awesome.
it looks really nice. I'll actually bring it up to for you guys as well.
Yeah,
That's what it
holy
looks like
hell.
right there. As some of you may know, I do collect games.
Wow.
So I'm looking
that's
forward to I put my name in for it immediately because I had to.
Yeah.
But yeah, the biggest thing here also, besides, I mean, you can apply for the contest. I don't think you have to do anything for it as far as I know. But yeah, these are wireless controllers that you're going to have out. And look at the cool little cases that they come into as well.
Yeah, I know.
They look
That
really
is-
nice. So you have that to look forward to. So if you have a Sega Saturn or looking to get one and you want to get nice controllers, now you know where to get one.
Yeah. Sweet.
So that was at RetroBitGaming for anyone who wants to follow them, which I don't know if I am following good. I was pretty sure, but I wasn't 100% sure. Alright, I am also going to start following Mr. at Contra _ Bonos, B-O-N-O-S. He's a 2D artist, pixel artist from Ukraine. This is the most recent stuff that he's been doing. A little test with constructor elements for environment. And as you can see, it looks very nice. Very, very nice. So, I'm hoping that he's going to start working into a... it looks like it's for game development, so I'm hoping that's going to come into a full game. And that's
Okay. At Contra _
Bonos. Yeah.
_ There we go.
Yeah.
I got it.
Because that looks really neat, especially this one here. This like little cavern that goes
wow,
underneath the
yeah,
hill.
that looks. You know what this reminds me of?
What's that? Moonlighter?
Moonlighter. Yes. I was trying. I'm like, you know, what this reminds me of a game that I played that I'm going to now brain fart on the fucking name of.
It's alright, I got you.
Yeah. I mean, at least you know where I'm at.
Exactly.
You know exactly what I'm thinking. So
I get you, Scott.
great minds think alike, and then there's us.
True. Alright, so the last thing we have here now is our Kickstarter for tonight. Which, first we get a nice taste of a white screen. It's called Akura. Akura is a block-pushing puzzle and exploration game inspired by games like Chips Challenge, Star Tropics, Sokoban, and Zelda. They were looking for 16,526, just jumped up to 18,069, so they have made their goal. They have 19 days to go. Let's watch the trailer. It might look a little familiar-ish.
That's a Link's Awakening.
So yeah, as you can see here, it's very puzzle-based, and I quite like it. I love the way it looks. It looks fantastic.
Right?
Yeah, if Game Boy Color was like this, damn.
Right?
Yeah, this is a very unique looking game as well. Like, it did look like Link's Awakening, but then when you start seeing the gameplay, it's like, wait, this
Yeah,
is
that's-
way different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks very nice. I like it. I'm glad they made their goal already.
Right?
Alright, so there is a free demo if you want to get that now. It's also available on Steam. Let's see. Ooh, I can add to my wish list. Doesn't come out until June 2021. So you can also get the demo on Steam as well. So, let's see. Oh, they're looking for 15,000. They're going to do a Switch port as well.
Right. Yeah.
It's nice. They don't know what else to do for... I guess they weren't expecting to make the goals right away. Yeah, looks like a very fun puzzle game. Way better than I thought it would be.
Saying like similar aspects to like Zelda and like Star Tropics, which I definitely can agree with. It definitely has like those Star Tropic puzzle sort of things going on with it.
Yeah.
Which is nice because, you know, Star Tropic is a pretty good game.
So let's see what we got here for... digital copy of Akura, $10 US, 14 Canadian. That's not too bad. Let's see, $15 gets you the soundtrack. Wait. Oh, okay. My bad. I was reading that weird for a second. So you get desktop wallpapers. They got this one. Their rewards aren't all like hyphenated like a lot of people do. There's desktop wallpapers as well as an illustrated digital instruction manual, box art, and Akura Power, humorous retro style magazine about Akura. Oh, high-res desktop wallpapers added to the wallpaper bundle. A digital version of a sketchbook containing concept art, sketches, and notes used during the development of Akura. And you'll be granted access to beta versions of the game to help us test and perfect it as they become available. That's only $50. That's not terrible, actually. You can help them develop the game for $100 or more. We will provide early access alpha versions of various parts of the game, user direct feedback to improve them. Your name will appear in the credits as well, because your pledge and feedback will truly help make Akura. I'm really liking these devs. This is good stuff. Oh, stickers. Only certain countries. 77 left of 100. You also get stickers, as well as the everything we mentioned in the tier before it. A special call out to you will be added to the game. In addition, create an exclusive custom baby animal companion of your choice that will follow your main character around, looking all cute. And that's not all. Craig and I will spend up to an hour video or audio or text if you prefer, chatting with you about pretty much anything. Suggestions for the game, we want to hear them. Chit chat about favorite movies, games, TV shows. We are down for that too. And then the $1,000 tier. All previous awards, 9 extra digital downloads of the game, 9 extra stickers, and you can help me design something in the game, such as a special object or puzzle. Okay. So they don't have like an excessive amount of rewards, which is good. Oh, we lost Scott. I was wondering.
Yeah. Well, my internet like straight up died.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
And we got Scott back all of a sudden.
There we go.
I don't know when we lost you because I was just looking at the reward tiers and I was like, Scott's saying nothing. I was like, Jesus, he's not impressed with this shit at all.
No, no, it's like Twitch died, Kickstarter died, Discord died, and I'm like, what the hell just happened? It's like 30 seconds. It's like, by the way, you ain't doing shit.
All right, so I don't know where I lost you there, but. There's soundtracks, there's desktop wallpapers, there's a lot of different tiers. Well, there's a few different tiers they have, but it didn't go overboard with them. But you can get alpha versions and actually provide feedback with the game. You can get stickers.
Nice.
They'll actually talk to you for an hour, create a custom baby animal companion of your choice to follow you around in game.
Damn.
And they'll actually, for the $1,000, they'll give you all previous awards, 9 extra digital copies of the game, 10 total, 9 extra stickers, and you can actually help them design something in game, an object or a puzzle.
Pretty cool.
So they didn't go overboard with the reward tiers, which is good. I find that some people just go right out of their way to get these different tiers, and just like, it's not.
Do you want to have a gold-plated statue of you taking a dump in the middle of a field? Donate $10,000 and we'll make it happen. Like, no, what does that have?
10,000. I mean, that's not too bad.
But that's like how that's how out there some of them get, where it's just like,
oh, I know.
Listen, can I just give you $10 and you ship me a copy later on? Right,
I'm cool with that, please.
Yeah, that's fine.
They could definitely do something like this for the NES, though. I think.
Right.
For
I think
sure.
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Like if they get to $25,000 or something like that, be like, hey, we're gonna make a hard copy NES version of this.
And then you could do a physical copy as another tier, and I'd be down with that too. I know lots of people would be down with it. So, anyways, that's it.
All right.
It was not bad at all, sir. Other than the 2 small hiccups you had with your interwebs, it was not too bad at all.
Hopefully, we I mean, that outage right there was just a straight it's been rainy and stormy all day, so I'm honestly surprised it hasn't happened. Period. It's been super bleh outside, so I'm surprised there's only 30 seconds. But whatever. SDK's here for the outro. We got that going. But anyway, thank you everybody for coming as always for the live cast. We appreciate you guys being here every single week. Once again, I'd like to thank my news outlets, which is, as always, VG247 and Destructoid.com. And
I would also like to thank, actually, I'm trying to think of who I got my news from this week. Indie Games Plus and Indie Retro News, of course, .com. Kickstarter, the people we had on Twitter feed, as well as Steam and all those great developers. And we are going to rate up Mr. Blind Man's World Live. He is over there doing the 7th Saga. So,
ooh, fun game.
Indeed. So, hopefully you guys will be back here again next week, as we will be as well, unless something drastic happens. But
and let us not forget, now, ladies and gentlemen, as of today, not of today, but whatever, we are officially a year old now.
Indeed. Actually, marked the last podcast is the 1-year anniversary.
Yeah.
So,
but we're officially a year old now.
We've made it a full year.
65 days, yes.
Without
we're now
just
officially on
stop.
year 2.
All right.
Yeah.
Hit up the raid there for Mr. Blindman's World. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Now to go downhill. Thanks, Game Hunter. Much appreciated. All right. Have a good night, everybody.